Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, so let's get to it. The very first thing I want to show you guys is an image that was just released by Creative Beast Studio, taking a look at the prototype for one of their upcoming Beasts of the Mesozoic figures. However, this is not a Ceratopsian series, this is not a Tyrannosaur series, this is actually the 1/18th scale Raptor series, so they will be re-releasing some of the Raptors, the previously released 1/6th scale Raptors, now in a 1/18th scale range. I don't know for sure if they're going to be re-releasing all of the different Raptors or just certain Raptors. That I am unsure of at this point, but we can see a look here again at one of the Raptors included in the series, and it looks incredible. It'll be really cool to have these to go in scale with a lot of the Ceratopsians, which is definitely good news if you are into keeping your dinosaurs within the same scale range. That's definitely something that I think will be nice to have the options of having the 1/6th scale versions or the 1/18th scale version. So personally, I will definitely be picking up some more of these Raptors in the 1/18th scale range because I am in love with the Beasts of the Mesozoic and pretty much want to own everything I can as far as their figures go. And then the next thing I have is from Passion Charger, and if you can recall, I've promoted quite a few images recently of their upcoming Tyrannosaur model, and the fact that the Tyrannosaur model will be coming with a deceased Edmontosaurus. Well, we now have a look actually at the entire base here, the Edmontosaurus and everything as far as the carcass goes. You could see lots of incredible detail included with this. You have some intestines and everything kind of laying all over the place, a very gruesome scene here before us, but something that I think will be an absolute blast to paint and kind of create the scene overall, something that I am 100% looking forward to as far as this Passion Charger release goes. No word quite yet on when it will officially release, but I am definitely excited about it. The next thing that we have to take a look at here is another unbelievably cool looking PNSO figure, because they just cannot stop bombarding us with figures, but this time we have a Pinacosaurus coming from PNSO, and it looks beautiful. This is definitely a very, very appealing looking figure. Sculpt-wise, it is phenomenal from what we can see here. Continuously, that's all we seem to ever get when it comes to a PNSO figure, but I also really love the paint scheme on this one, something that I think looks very nice and very natural on this style dinosaur. A really, really nice application of the paint as far as what they've chosen here for this species, and I think that it overall looks extremely cool. I think the sculpt as a whole looks fantastic, but that paint scheme really, really amps it up, and I am really psyched about this figure coming from PNSO, and it is currently on the Amazon PNSO store for sale. And then as far as Mattel goes, and thanks to Collect Jurassic and Cameron Miner for sharing these images, but we have new images of some of the upcoming Mattel figures, as we have recently covered this Tyrannosaurus Rex with the capture gear, but we now have two new images of the dinosaur, and you can see that this paint scheme on this one looks really, really nice from these new images. I think it looks phenomenal and potentially the best version so far as the Mattel Tyrannosaurus Rex goes paint scheme wise, because they seem to continuously do this, improving on their paint schemes more and more. If you go back to the start of the Mattel Tyrannosaurs and look at how it has progressed until now, again, they just continue to improve this paint scheme, and this one here I think may be the best version so far as that paint application that we can see there, and the inclusion of capture gear is incredible. And even having this image here where we can actually see the Tyrannosaurus with the capture gear on, that is just absolutely awesome. And these images also confirm the fact that there is knee articulation on the figure as well, which is even cooler. Again, something I am super psyched about and cannot wait to learn more about this figure and then actually finally get it in hand whenever it does release. But we also have images of a brand new Stegosaurus as well, which is really awesome because I love the Stegosaurus sculpt from Mattel, and this one looks to be a really cool version, almost similar to the Lost World version. Not quite, but a lot of the coloration, is very reminiscent of the Lost World version with the greens and then the brown plates and everything. A little different as far as the coloration goes in comparison to a Lost World version, but definitely a really nice look for the Stegosaurus. And we can also see that there is actually some extra articulation on this one in the midsection, which is something that we previously have not had from the Stegosaurus. So that as well is another very cool aspect of this figure. Another one that I definitely cannot wait to get a hold of. And then Nathan Morris actually pointed something out, but we also up here in the left-hand corner, as far as the Mega Destroyer, line goes, I guess. There states that there is going to be a Carcharodontosaurus in the Mattel line. No images or anything as far as that figure goes quite yet, but I am really excited to see that figure whenever it does get unveiled. We also know that there is a Giganotosaurus coming. I do believe, actually, I have heard that there will be a super colossal Giganotosaurus coming at some point from Mattel, so yet another figure I am really psyched about. But as far as the super colossal figures go, and thanks to, again, Cameron Miner and also my good buddy Nathan Sims, who pointed this out to me, but there is the official image of the upcoming super colossal Carnotaurus, and it looks unbelievably beautiful. Definitely my new favorite Mattel Carnotaurus, unquestionably. Sculpt-wise, this thing looks incredible, and the paint also looks really nicely done on this. However, with a sculpt this good, I am very, very much so considering buying two just so I can repaint one to kind of have that Fallen Kingdom style paint scheme more so than the Toro paint scheme that we obviously see here on this one. But you can see that the scar on the face is actually sculpted in on this as well. From what we can see, it's not just paint on a figure, it's actually sculpted into the figure itself. So that is much better than just kind of having some random paint on the figure. I love that, well, actually it's red, so I guess it's not really a scar at this point. It would be more of a wound, but regardless, having that actually on the figure itself is also really quite awesome. Again, an incredible looking super colossal Carnotaurus that I am going to be eagerly counting the days until I can add this to my collection. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.